Hey, and welcome to the game. Welcome to the stream. As you can see, we're doing Everhood today. I'm finally feeling at least somewhat better. So, you know what that means. I might actually be able to do this fucking fight now. I was getting I did decent beforehand, but I was sick. And I was like, blah, blah, blah. My reaction time is absolute jack shit. Blah. I still made it pretty far, considering. And, yeah, I think I can do it this time. I think I can do it. I have determination. I can do it. I've not played since that stream. I probably should have done some practice attempts earlier, but it'll be fine. Because, you know what? Plot armor. Okay, plot armor is not kicking in yet. Well, apparently it's not going to be kicking in for a good minute. But I've done this fight enough times, I feel like I should be able to figure it out. Like, I should be able to do it. In all reality, I'm probably going to still take a while on this. I don't know why I didn't move there. It's a bit confusing. I don't understand myself. I mean, it's going to take me a minute to get warmed up again. But, you know, once I'm warmed up, my reaction time should be better than it was last time whenever I played this game. And, you know, I should be more energetic. I should be able to just be more able to do this, I feel like. If I'm not, then I don't understand. And logic does not logic, I guess. Trying to take more risks to, like, prepare myself for later on, because I'm going to have to do the same kind of thing. Oh no. This is probably going to be one of those fights where I don't talk a whole lot, but, you know, it is a thing. I pressed left and it didn't, like, input. Grand. Gotta love that. This is gonna be so fun. Man, editing me is gonna love this fight so much. This is one of those fights that I have spent a lot of time on. I didn't even, like, have this many hours of footage for Sans. Like, a lot of the footage was just practice attempts off stream. What the fuck was that? So yeah. Like, it probably took me longer to do Sans, but a lot of that practice was off stream. So it didn't really, you know, count. Plus, I worked on that fight, like, off stream for, like, a week before doing it. I probably should have done the same thing with this, or, like, something similar. Or maybe just even beat the fight. Like, off stream and then redo it on stream. Like, once I know I'm able to do it. I think I did a couple attempts on the day of the stream I did before. But I haven't done anything since, so, you know. Probably not going to be doing very well on this at the start. A lot of this is just memorization, weirdly enough. What the fuck was I doing there? What was I doing? What, did my hands? Are you having a stroke, hands? My hands are a sentient being now, like the select hand in this game. They're coming to life and choosing their own path. I'm not really sure what to talk about during this, because, you know, I'm trying not to die. I pressed right. Okay, apparently I need a... Okay, grand. So maybe I'm not at my peak reaction time today. I did do a lot of fucking schoolwork recently. I had like a million things to do yesterday, and then today my brain has just finally gotten a few seconds to rest, and by that I mean I still had a couple tests, but like homework wise I got a break, which was very much needed and just nice. It felt great being able to just exist at home without having to, you know, whip out a page of homework and actually have to do something. Why the fuck am I not grabbing faster? What was that? I went to the right correctly, but I didn't grab. Oh my god. Okay. Come on. I can do this shit. I'm gonna try to just focus on this one. So I'm gonna be like dead silent for a minute. Hola. Hello, Malachi. It's been a minute. I remembered I didn't have my Twitch chat thing up, so I'll pull that up after the attempt. That way I can read chat mid-attempt. Or maybe actually, I probably shouldn't do that with this type of boss fight, because I'll just die. Oh yeah, I did that. I get to breathe for a second. I wish we had more of this phase instead of, you know, everything else. Because I feel like that phase is probably the easiest one. Why did I do that? What am I doing? God damn it. Okay, well, I made it a bit farther. This is gonna be a bitch to do. What is going on? Why are you not grabbing red? Or pink, I should say. Since red is actually pink. And red is just kind of not really a person. Except he sort of it's weird. The lore of this game is weird. I feel like red is supposed to represent the player. And pink is just kind of there the entire time. As you can kind of tell by the blindfold section at the end of the main game. Like the main ending. I went the wrong way. My bad. Fuck. I can do this. If I have faith, I can do it. By having faith, I can lead. There was so much spam there. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, dude. What the hell? Okay, new progress made. But what the fuck is that phase? Oh my god, dude. I was locked in. I was locked the fuck in. Okay, let's see. How long is that part of the phase? Cuz if that's any more than like 15 seconds, fuck no, dude. So I got to that part right there. Okay, I think I'm right there. Yup. And then I made it through that phase. I'm just watching how it is. So you do have to jump during this phase. If you don't jump, you will die. Not with everything, but like with a lot of the jumps, you have to. The part that I died on is like almost exactly. It's literally like 16 or 17 seconds, so. Okay. Okay. We've gotten farther. Just a tiny bit farther. Fuck. And I can't wait to do this boss fight twice for the different endings that it needs. So great. I jumped, but I guess I didn't. I, like, improv there. I, like, forgot what the fuck I was doing. And it worked out. Huh? Dude, what? What was that? God damn it, I fucked it up by starting on the right. Ah, okay, that was my bad. That was my bad. I'm gonna get Kitsune in here in a minute if I can. Get his input on this shit. Afterwards, after like I do this shit, I'm gonna like show you all the difficulty again. That way you all know that I wasn't faking this, like on YouTube and on here, but like mainly for YouTube, because I feel like there's going to be at least a couple people who are just like, I don't know. I think he turned down the difficulty so he could actually beat the boss. Nope. I'm gonna make sure that is verified afterwards and show that it's still an expert. Why did I not move all the way? Dude, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I... What? Son of a bitch, man. Come on. You know, I don't know how I feel about cats after this fight. At least cats with 3 eyes, you know. I don't think I like cats with 3 eyes after this. Like, I've gotten cat trauma. 3-eyed cat trauma. Let's hope I never get a deformed cat that has 3 eyes in real life. Okay, now that's literally bullshit. I did not have 2 there. I should have been able to grab the orange. And also, even if I did shoot, it should have broke the orange that killed me. Either way there, it's bullshit. I'm so sorry, future me, for how much the bitrate is just going to be deleted here. You're going to have to, like, re-download this video and fucking, handbrake. And, like, put it up to 60 frames. Because I guarantee you, whenever I download this, it's going to be all off with the timing. I think there were new messages. I'm going to have to check in a second. Fuck. No, there were not. Okay. Oh, shit. I died because I thought that there was new shit. I'm just going to add Kitsune. That's not Kitsune. I pressed tab and then it decided not to. Good. Alright. Okay. Actually, wait a second. I need to check something. You're going to be checking multiple things, actually. It's not just one thing. There are multiple things I must check. I forgot to have my stream manager up. That is something I need. Jesus, 7 messages? What the fuck happened? Okay. Back to the stream. We'll tell this story now while I'm, you know, doing this bullshittery. So I was messaging my friend just then. So I have forensics, right? I think I've mentioned this on stream before. Like, I'm taking forensics, like, for my science, like, course this year. That is what I'm taking instead of, like, AP Physics or Calculus or something, like, well, not Calculus, AP Physics or AP Chemistry, like, I am taking Forensics instead. So we are doing a pig dissection, and this girl at my table, we'll just call, we're not going to give her a name. We're just, this is just going to be the person in forensics. Maybe I'll say her real name later. But basically, you know, since social anxiety, took me a while to warm up to the people at my table, and I thought she was pretty cool. I was just like, okay, yeah, this is chill. Trying to figure out the best way to describe this, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to hanging out with this table this year. This seems like it's going to be more fun and less boring than some of my other classes I've had in the past, like other science classes. And then I missed Monday because I had like a therapy appointment, so whatever. And then I come in on Tuesday, and it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna be doing the pig autopsy, this and that, you know, normal forensic shit. And she wasn't there, so I was just like, hey, do you have a group for the pig autopsy? Because it just randomly popped in my head, and I was thinking about it. And then she was just like, oh no, I won't be there for that. So I was just like, oh, why? And then, like, there was a little bit of back and forth there, but then it was just like, I can't remember what she'd said immediately after that. But then I was just like, oh, okay, but I still don't understand why you won't be there for that. Oh, I moved. Just casually. So now I've been, like, talking to her, just, like, casually out of class. Well, like, since I mean, she's not in class anymore. I mean, there's nowhere really else to talk to her. So I'm just like, how's it going? How's the move? Why did you tell literally no one? Like, and then I, like, went on Discord afterwards, because I was just like, I was like simultaneously like, that fucking sucks, and also, this is the funniest shit. What? What do you mean you moved? Just casually. Oh, goddammit. I should have just grabbed. And then Heavy was just like, yeah, she did the fucking Irish goodbye. Accurate. Accurate as fucking hell. But apparently she, like, she's moved, like, a lot. Like, that message that I just got, like, just now was just like, I asked how many times she's moved. And I think she said 4 times in the last 2 years. That's a lot. So, yeah. Forensics lore, I guess. That's all this is so far. And then the pig dissection. Actual forensic shit now. That's going decent. I'm the one who's, like, doing the stabbing and the dissecting, you know, in our group, because not everybody has to actually, you know, get their hands deep in there, start clawing out all the fucking organs. Actually, that was the part that we did today. Like, we cut around the rib cage and then we got the organs out. But then we had to put them back in because it was time to clean up, and we're not gonna, like, set them separately, so we just, like, put them back in temporarily for a bit. Whoops, I forgot that was in that part. So that's gonna be fun. It actually isn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Whenever we did our, like, decomposition lab with the, like, store-bought chickens at the beginning of the year, or not really at the beginning of the year, like, a few weeks ago, those smell horrible. It was just, bleh. No. Please, no. Stay away from me with a 10-foot pole. I was lucky, and half the time I didn't smell it, but with the times that I did smell it, no. You know, like, it's one of those things. Okay, I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah, I started on the right side again, and I just kind of, like, what do I do? But yeah, then the pig that we're dissecting, probably because they, like, it just smells like cleaning supplies. They're like just chemicals. Like, it doesn't even smell like it's decomposing. Probably because it isn't. Because they, like, got it prepped for an autopsy. So, I mean, they want it to last. They don't want it to... Day 1, we're doing the autopsy. Day 2, there's 10 million maggots in our fucking pig. This is revolting. That wouldn't really work. So I think that they probably put in, like, a bunch of chemicals and shit to keep bugs off of it. But it's much nicer than that. Like, that part of it, way better. Very gooey. You know. Very salami. Because, you know, the innards of a pig. But the reason why we do pigs, by the way, for anybody who's curious, who doesn't, you know, understand why we do pigs instead of just, like, learning more about human autopsies, it's because pigs are the closest, like, in similarity to our, like, body, basically. So it's the easiest way to represent what a human autopsy would look like without doing an actual human autopsy. Or, like, watching one happen. Which, I don't think any of us want to watch somebody get cut open. Like, we've looked at dead bodies, we've looked at, like, the morbidity, we've talked about it. I don't think any of us want to watch a video of, like, a professional doing it, though, and then explain it. I think I speak for everyone whenever I say we prefer to dissect a pig instead. Like, 100%. I feel like that's a little better. Okay. Dude, I can't imagine doing this no-hit. That'd be impossible, dude. That'd be wild. Imagine if I had to actually, like, drain the health bar of this fucker, though. Same thing with, Farago Boy. Like, imagine if I had to do that with both of them. Like, I had to drain the health bars of both. I would not. I just couldn't. Like, Frog's Wrath would have never gotten completed. I would never complete this, and I would have said, I fold forever ago. I'm sure there's a version of this out there that, like, makes you have to do that. I tried going right, but it didn't go right, and I was going to use that as, like, I have this orange as an emergency. But, you know, that failed, sadly. Okay, let's see. Kitsune can't. Okay. He cannot join for the Everhooding. Yeah, I know. Yeah, damn. I said damn, and he said, yeah, I know. He can't VC because he's got a roommate right now. I don't remember if it's been mentioned on stream, but he's in the Air Force, by the way. Like, whenever he turned 18, he joined the Air Force, so he's on, like, doing stuff for it right now. I don't remember all the specifics, so I'm not going to attempt to and accidentally, like, say something that's inaccurate. But he is doing Air Force stuff right now. So that is why he has a roommate and usually is not here. At least as of, like, the past while. I was supposed to jump. I like how it makes, like, a... like, it makes a sound effect whenever, it beats an input. At least whenever you do the down input. With every other input, it's just like, yeah, we ate an input. I'm not gonna tell you. Haha. Or whore. Because I don't think it's intentional. But with down, it is intentional, I believe. Why did I go back in that lane? Another thing that I've been interested in recently, other than Full Metal Alchemist, which I actually finished a little bit ago. I don't remember how much I talked about that on stream, but because I was just so, like, hyper-fixated on it for a while, I'm just not going to mention it, at least not until I edit these streams, or at least not very often unless it just comes up naturally, because I did not stop yapping about it, I feel like, constantly while reading it, because it was just so fucking good. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Breaking Bad is what I've been interested in recently. I am on season 5 now. I just finished episode 1 earlier today of it. Great. I've got not really much else to say other than it's just great. And the twist they had, with the poisoning at the end of season 4, I'm not gonna say who, or, like, what happens, but the twist with that, oh my god, like, fuck, dude. Keep getting, like, just, I give up. I don't know what to do whenever it's that many, like, it's too much. My brain can't process that, it's just, like, freeze. But yeah, the show's amazing. And I like how they've made Mike, like, slowly become more of an important character. I finally got to the magnets thing. Like, I'd seen a million, like, jokes about the magnets, or, like, a million things about the magnets, like, out of context. Now I understand it. I understand why they need the magnets. The most, like, this show can go from being depressing as hell, and one of the most serious shows I've ever watched, to that. Like, oh yeah, we use fucking magnets. Yeah. I am Jesse, bitch. Like, that's the whole energy I get from the whole magnets thing. Obviously there's more to it than that, but that's just... Every time Jesse actually has a decent idea, that's, like, my thought process, just, like, yeah, science, bitch. Like, he's so stupid but great at the same time, and he's slowly redeemed himself over time as well. I also liked the part, that they included about him going back to the therapist, and, like, just admitting what was going on. I'm not gonna say it. I'm being vague here on purpose, because I don't want to, like, just spoil things. But it's just like, damn. I kind of support both sides. Like, I understand what Jesse's saying, and I understand what the therapist guy was saying. Ah, damn it. Okay. But it was great. It also, I'm, like, seeing every... Like, it feels like the culmination of a bunch of different meme clips. Just finally, I understand it all. Like, I get the context behind it. I'm trying to think of, like, some of the more popular ones, like, why are you blue? That was way earlier on. There aren't as many in the later episodes, but, well, I mean, there is actually the... the one where it's just like, I think it's been sped up with a lot of the people that use it now, and they don't really, I can't remember how it's used nowadays, but like the Walt, hear me out please part, it's great. Now I understand it. Ted got fucked over so hard. Like, it's rough. Like, I didn't like him for obvious reasons. If you've seen the show, you know the role that he fills, and the creep factor is off the charts. But, like, goddamn. Oh, hi. Hello, Barracoon. Welcome. I'm talking about Breaking Bad. I don't know when that was sent, but yeah, this boss fight's a bitch, so I'm just talking about random shit in order to distract myself from it, and hopefully just zone out and do the boss fight well, because sitting in silence is just gonna drive me insane. It may make me slightly better, but it's not worth it at the cost of my sanity. So, yippee. Yeah. I'm also looking forward to, like, once I'm finished with Breaking Bad, I am planning to watch, El Camino, like the, not spin-off movie, but like the sequel movie, for after the series, and also Better Call Saul. But I've got a couple shows I'm also planning to watch before that. Halloween is also coming up. It's another thing. I'm planning to do Michael Myers. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a stream in the Michael Myers outfit. But, you know, that is going to be a thing. I will be Michael Myers. I think me, Sadie, and Heavy are all doing characters from Dead by Daylight. Or me... I think Jaden is as well, actually. I might be misremembering. But I'm pretty sure Jaden is doing... Okay, never mind. I'm forgetting, like, everything. I'll have to, like, double-check with Heavy later. Whenever I edit this, I'll just put, like, on screen, like, this is who everybody was. This is if I was wrong or right here. I don't know why I did that, whatever that was. I jumped! No! Ah! Okay, well, shit. Bitch game. Come on, we can do this. I have faith. Yeah, I've been, editing Pikmin. Like, whenever I'm not doing homework, playing Persona 4, or watching Breaking Bad recently, I've been doing a very tiny amount of editing to the side on Pikmin 3. And I have done most of it now. It's gonna be a long video, because I don't really know where I would cut it up if I were going to make it multiple videos. So instead I'm just gonna, like, release a 2.5-hour video, and hope that people like it. But it's gonna include, like, all of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. The main game, all of the fruit collection, which some of that I kind of just like montaged because I said nothing or we were just yapping too much for me to really want to include that entire conversation. Wow, I lived. What the fuck? And I'm also going to be including the, like, extra stuff they added for the deluxe version of the game, like Olimar's stuff. Which I was thinking, oh, well, I could make that its own video. But it's an Olimar, like, extra. And it's mostly, like, mission modes. I don't think that would really be worth an entire video. I don't know. It's still up for, like, debate. But, if I'm going to make a 2-hour video on Pikmin, I feel like if I have a 30-minute video on just, like, a tiny part of the Pikmin, like, just tiny part of the Pikmin experience there, it just wouldn't make sense. Like, I should either make it all short. Oh my god, no, dude. I finally made it again to the end of that, and I pressed down, and I guess I pressed it too late. But if I'm gonna make all the videos short, I should make them... Well, if I'm gonna make one video short of it, I should make them all short. And then I thought about, oh, well, what if I did the thing that Chuck Conroy and Zach Scott Games did? And have one video for each in-game day. No. Because there would be, like, 30 days that just would not work out. Well, like, 10 days that just would not work out because just us yapping. And me collecting fruit. Hello, LB Normal Gamer. Welcome. I am doing this bullshittery and yapping. That is all we're doing right now. I am not doing very well with reading chat this stream because, you know, this. Like, I'm not able to really focus on it. I don't want to have the chat overlay on, or I'll, like, get distracted and die mid-attempt. So I'm just, like, checking my phone in between attempts. I'm fine, thanks. Okay, that's good. I think that's what that said. I have done many attempts on this fight. I'm talking about editing Pikmin 3 at the moment. I also played Minecraft earlier with Micah. Then afterwards I, like, just chatted with Kitsune, before he was, you know, busy and not able to hang out. And just got to, like, play some Persona 4 and chat with him for a minute. Misery was also there. And Lilith, I think, was there for a minute as well. I'm still doing a, the boss fight with, I don't know if I should say. Spoiler for Persona 4 Yukiko. I'm still doing the boss fight for... Bullshit. I'm still doing the boss fight for Yukiko, and I'm still trying to work on that one, and just failing miserably. And then Kitsune was just like, dude, you still have, like, an entire week in-game before you actually have to finish that. And it was just like, just leave. Like, you have no health. And, so now I like, went on, did a bunch of, like, little side stuff, like, up some of my social links and this and that. And now I am planning to, like, I've started redoing part of the dungeon to just, like, level up more. And, whenever I get back to it, I'm planning to continue doing that and just, like, see how high of a level I can get without wasting too much of my HP and SP. Because I'm gonna have to do a little bit of grinding in order to, you know, actually have shit that is useful. Plus, I get free items from the earlier floors. And the fights are, like, easy as fuck, dude. Oh, fuck off. I also, why do I keep saying I hate that I say I'm trying to get that out of my vocabulary. I also went on, not really a trip, but I visited with my aunts and my cousins over the weekend. I also got to see their, sad arm again. I also got to see, my cousin's, like, boyfriends. So that was nice. We got to hang out with them, got to see the chaoticness of, my cousin that's my age's, boyfriend. And then, I'll explain in a minute. Jesus. And I fucked it up anyways. Okay, anyways. Yes, I'm a robot. I'm not even doing it intentionally, I swear. But, the other... Fuck. Okay, pause. my older cousin, Michaela, her boyfriend, I got to go out with him on Sunday, and like we talked about it the weekend prior, about how I had like wanted to get like not really much of a haircut. As you can see by my hair, it's not really been cut that much, but I did mainly want to like get my beard trimmed up a bit, and I am actually liking having my facial hair. The facial share. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm planning to have my facial hair like grow out maybe a little bit more, but I like having it at the length it is right now, and it just feels comfortable. At first, like whenever I was still shaving it, it felt weird. Whenever it started getting long, but if it's like not messy, or at least not as messy as it was, I think it feels nice. I just don't know if I'm gonna go for the the beard down to here like my dad. It's great. It looked great on him, but I don't know if I want that. You know, like whatever with people thinking I'm older. I've given up on that for like partially. Part of me still wants to just like, you know, not have people think that I'm in my 20s, but it's just gonna fucking happen. It's unavoidable. But I don't want to have a giant-ass beard so people think that I'm, like, in my 30s or something. Like, I don't want people to think that I'm even older. Just because, ooh, big beard. He must have been growing that out for a dozen years. Why? Why is nothing effective? I don't know why, I just went silent. My brain just, like, is processing shit. I haven't had any time to just, like, sit down and game for a minute. Other than earlier today, but at that point I was, like, talking with, Micah, Kitsune, and everybody else, so it was, like, it was different. But whenever it's just me playing a game and I'm just kind of here on my own, it's a whole other feel, and I can actually just like process the day. It's like if you guys ever like lay down at night after getting ready for bed, you just like lay there for a minute before you actually fall asleep, just reflecting about the shit. I do that every day, but like it happens sometimes earlier on whenever I am doing games like this where I don't really have to put in a whole lot of real thought into it. Like, I still have to pay attention, I have to, like, make my brain focus on this, focus on that, but, like, actually thinking about things, I really don't know what you call that. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. I'll try to, like, find a better way to explain it, whenever editing this, maybe? Or I might just not include this, you never know. Aww, why, man? Why? Why you gotta do me like that? Not cool. I'm gonna go silent for this attempt. Sorry to anybody who joins. I can't wait to get to the end of this fight and just fucking die, because I don't know how to do that segment. Damn it. Lost focus. I started thinking about determination, and then it, like, spiraled into Undertale. I was wanting to talk about just like, oh yeah, this is, if anything, this at least shows my determination. And then I was just like, man, I've not played Undertale in a while. Like, god damn it, thought process, why must you get me killed? Why? What is your purpose? You turn better. Oh my god. Whenever my brain's actually functioning correctly and, like, not exhausted, it's weird. Like, y'all just saw that, and, like, I did the you churn butter thing. That's Rick and Morty. My brain immediately went to a Rick and Morty reference, and I didn't even fucking think twice about it. Like, I didn't even process that until after I said it. Like, I don't get it. Like, determination to Undertale to Rick and Morty, like, it's wild. Conversations usually are very, random like that, though. And just bounce around from 7 gajillion topics. And something that doesn't seem connected is somehow connected. Actually, that's kind of what I've been writing my... I don't know why my voice sounded like it kind of cracked there. That's kind of what I've been writing my English essay on. I have this... So I'm taking a dual credit class, so I'm with a local college. It's technically 2 classes in one. But for one we're doing right now, it's on a Steve Jobs speech, like rhetorical analysis. And the speech is commencement address in 2005. And we are basically, like, just saying, how do they use rhetorical, like, give examples of rhetorical devices, how they affect the speech, you know? And then also, like, explain what the meaning of his speech is. And, what I've kind of gathered from it, like, the main meaning that I'm focusing on, and I feel like kind of what he really was going for, is about connecting the dots. He tells, like, 3 different stories throughout the piece, which, I mean, it's a speech, so obviously it flows more smoothly than it does on paper. But all of these stories kind of, like, have the same, like, the first one is about connecting the dots, the second one is about love and loss, and the third one is about death, and it talks about his near-death with cancer. But the overshadowing theme, just kind of between all of them, is the weird ripple effects that have happened. Like, he focuses on it mainly throughout the first story. And then he, like, briefly mentions kind of, like, more about it later on. But just how little things that might not seem related in the slightest end up being a major chunk of your life, or end up, like, connecting somewhere later down the road, and how, like, you should follow your passions and this and that, like, do what you believe in, because it'll work out, kind of thing. And that's kind of what I've been trying to, like, explain in this essay. The, like, using the rhetorical devices, though, like, I can explain... If I just had to explain what he is trying to accomplish with this piece, A+. Using rhetorical devices to explain that makes it quite a bit harder. And honestly, whenever we first got it, I was just like, oh, Steve Jobs, this is just gonna be some, like, boring, meh, billionaire speech kind of thing. But then he actually, like, he also makes it fairly relatable by talking about how he was forced to go to college, which is probably, like, or at least in my eyes, I feel like that could be relatable to probably at least a handful of people in his audience there, like the graduates at Stanford University, which was who he was talking to. And it also, like, him just openly talking about death and his struggles makes him seem, like, the best way to describe it is just more human. Instead of, oh, I'm this rich billionaire, it, like, humanizes him. It shows, like, even he thought about death before his death. Like, even he used that as a motivator for himself. And then near death with cancer really, like, got him thinking. For those of you who don't know, Steve Jobs is the guy who created Apple. And, like, he was a big part of it. He actually got fired from Apple, which I never knew about. And I learned by reading the speech and how he was talking about it. But apparently, him and somebody he didn't name drop for some reason. I don't know why he didn't name drop. I guess just out of respect for the person who fired him, he was just like, yeah, I hired somebody to help me, like, manage things, and then I think, like, his exact words were something about, like, their visions being different for the company, and so he got fired from the company he started, which has happened actually a handful of times, weirdly enough. It's weird how often that has happened with, like, really big companies, and it's honestly insanely fucked up. I think something similar happened with... Yeah, something similar happened with Facebook. You can kind of see some of that in the Social Network. If you watch that, one of the co-founders, he got fired because he didn't want to give funding to Mark Zuckerberg after he was not being the greatest team player, you know what I mean? But then he ended up, instead of giving up, he kept persevering and created he created a company called Next, and he claims to have created Pixar, but he didn't create Pixar. He was just, like, one of the, I think, like, co-founders of it. And then, in a weird turn of events, Apple buys both companies. So then he gets his job back at Apple. And then he also talks about, and I have really, like, lost my original point here. I was talking about the connecting the dots thing, and how, like, despite, basically, to summarize that in short, he got fired, but because he kept going, he got his shit back, and he got his, like, everything he worked for back. And then he also mentions earlier on with the Macintosh computer, or just the Mac, how whenever he was in college, he, like, dropped out of college, and instead of just, like, leaving, he started dropping into courses that he found more interesting. One of which being a calligraphy class, and where he learned a bunch of stuff about, like, different fonts and just, like, how to make things look more pretty. And he never thought, like, he was just like, oh, this is never gonna have any practical use in my fucking life. It's handwriting, calligraphy, right? But then, years later, whenever he's designing the Macintosh computer, he's just like, holy shit. And then they use that as, like, for, like, a bunch of texting styles and typefaces and everything. And then he goes on about it, and it's just like, and this part is kind of funny, because I feel like he's just kind of throwing slander at Windows. He's just like, and since Windows copied the Mac, who knows, like, he's, like, talking about, like, who knows if any computers would have, like, beautiful, like, fonts and shit like that, like he had, originally helped design for the Mac. Which is a weird ripple effect. That is actually, like, a giant, holy shit. Yeah, that is a pretty big deal. Over something that little. And just his whole speech is really just talking about, like, trust things will work out in the future. Like, connect the dots. You can't connect the dots looking forward. But looking back, it's like, very clear. I think it was, like, a line nearly verbatim. Surprisingly good speech, considering it's fucking Steve Jobs, a billionaire who I thought would be more arrogant, or at least not, like, as interesting. Goddamn, can I beat this fucking fight, dude? Why does it save me? Something funny I remembered earlier, this is kind of like jumping back to the hanging out with my cousins and her boyfriend. Well, my cousins and their respective boyfriends. They don't both have the same boyfriend. That would be quite weird. But you know, I'll just say his name. Sammy is my younger cousin's boyfriend, Lucy. Who, he's very energetic. He's fun. He's great. He seems like a nice guy, but he is very he is very chaotic, like just all over the place energy. And I remember he was getting annoyed, like while we were going to get some food. He was just like randomly, like I think it was Lucy's idea, or it may have been his idea. I think it was Lucy's idea to like go get some McDonald's. And we were joking, like, he was joking about, like, doing this or doing that. I'm not gonna go into detail. But, like, basically just a lot of bad shit to the McDonald's. Because, oh, they were fucking up stuff, or, like, he was just annoyed. And then, like, they gave us one of the wrong drinks, and I was just like, oh my god, he's gonna be a dick to the employee. I'm going in with him to make sure he isn't an asshole. Because I thought he was genuinely gonna, like, start yelling at him, like, this is fucking ridiculous, you know, type shit. And then, whenever we get in there, he's just like, hey, y'all messed this up, can I get this? And I was just like, oh my god. He was genuinely chill about it. And then I was just like, I legitimately, like, told him, like, point blank, just like, I thought you were gonna be way less chill about that. And then we were joking about how, like, we should mess with Lucy whenever we get back to the car. Because, like, we stopped, we went, like, and parked shortly after getting out of the drive-thru. To, like, go in and, you know, get it fixed since we were just in there. And they were just like, yeah, we should mess with Lucy and, like, tell her, oh, you started losing your shit, throwing stuff at him, like, you got behind the counter, and, like... like, we just, all this random shit. I don't think we didn't go that far, but, like, we did mess with Lucy a little bit. And we were just like, yeah, he, like, lost his shit in there, started throwing shit. I hope that, like, she was able to tell we were fucking with her. She probably could. Like, I'd assume so. And also, you know, I'm sure Sammy probably was just like, later on, like, whenever I wasn't there, just like, yeah, we were just fucking with you. Or something. But yeah, it was great. Such a stupid, funny, random-ass moment. And then shortly after, like, since I hadn't gotten anything to McDonald's, he was just, like, insistent that he was gonna get me something. So we went over to Steak and Shake. And, like, I got, yeah, what was it? Like, a Reese's shake. I was forgetting what they were called. Milkshake. I got a Reese's milkshake. I've not had milkshakes in forever. It was great. But yeah, I think Sammy's just, like, a year older than me. That was nice. And then the day after, we went shopping for... We were going to the pumpkin patch later that night, so my cousins both wanted to, like, get outfits and stuff picked out for pictures. So we were just, like, shopping at the mall for, like, 4 hours. It was rough. but it was a thing. I should have gotten something while I was there, but I saw the $60 price tags on the clothes, and I was just like, yeah, you know, it doesn't really appeal to me. If they were like some of the clothes looked really nice, but then I looked at it and I was just like, nope. Like if they would have been, I don't know, maybe $40 less, $30 less even with some of them, I would have maybe gotten something, but $60, $70 for like a fucking t-shirt. You're crazy. You're fucking crazy. You're crazy for thinking I'm gonna pay that on a... It's not even like, oh, it's a t-shirt that has like a cool design on it. It is a plain t-shirt. A plain t-shirt. I am not paying that much for a plain t-shirt, buddy. Like, if I'm looking for a plain t-shirt, I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby. It's $10. Like, if I really want a plain t-shirt, like, sure, it's gonna be worse quality, and I might not be able to get the exact color I want, but I'm not doing that. Like, you got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna be paying that much for a plain t-shirt. No. I am yapping about the most... Like, I just had a realization moment. What the fuck am I yapping about? To anybody else who doesn't, like... isn't accustomed to watching streamers, I've got to look fucking insane right now. I think just streamers in general look insane 90% of the time because they're just talking to themselves. But this is what I did before I even started streaming, so, I mean, who's the real insane one? It's always been me anyways. Why didn't I just keep jumping? Why did I want to grab? What was wrong with me? But yeah, I probably wouldn't go in like... I'm not gonna talk to myself in this much depth. At least not usually. If I'm going to talk to myself in that much depth, I usually do it in my head, and it's more like not me retelling the story, it's just me going over, like, the cool shit, and I'm just like, that happened. That was funny. I don't know, why the fuck did I say that like that? What is wrong with me? I don't know. This is fine. This is fun, we're happy. Happiness is a thing. I've caught you all up on most of the whole lore recently. Existing is a thing. Still trying to move on from my ex, who used to be in a lot of my streams, if y'all were around that era, or just you've watched some of the videos that I post on YouTube. It was a very confusing, just like thing to adjust to. And just like finding new ways to, or like re-finding, I guess is really the best word, new ways to occupy that time. And just like thinking more about doing shit about myself and like feeling more confident. Like, I've grown a bit since that breakup. It's been rough. It's been tough. Things have been rocky. I think it was the worst at first, though, because I was just like, what the fuck do I do? Yeah. Like, type shit. But now I can just think about it like, oh, yeah, that happened. I'm fine. Like, that's just really all. Obviously, I'm never gonna be, like, fine from it, because, you know, it's just how it is. Those things stick with you. Well, I mean, saying I'm not going to be fine with it, I'll be fine with it, but it's never going to, like, disappear from my memory, is, I think, what I should have said. I made mistakes, she made mistakes, everybody makes mistakes. Best thing to do is to learn from them, and not just sit there and say, oh, woo, I suck, wah. Like, not gonna do that. trying to remember what train of thought I was on, honestly. I, like, completely lost my train of thought. And something here. Can the stream load? Hello, phone? Let's see. Any chat messages? No. Yippee. Actually, I'm going to see if there's anybody else who can join, because I don't want to just keep yapping to myself forever. I was looking at, like, some of the stuff in the Dead by Daylight server, and Heavy's just yapping about the most random stuff. Let's see. Who is alive that might want to... I think everybody's just kind of dead. Hat, I want pigs. Anybody want to VC? No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, fuck. Whoops. Whoops. I'm just gonna, like... I feel like while editing this, I'm just gonna have, like... the Y'all ever seen the marbles? Like, the sports... Like, it's kind of like a sports announcer, but for marbles, and, like, they have different minigames and shit. I don't remember what it's called. I've not watched a lot of it, but, like... I think if I'm going to watch it, it's going to be like while editing. In order to still be able to focus, but also, you know, indulge in something else. This is going to be one of those streams I feel like I'm going to be doing that a lot with. Because there's nothing going on. It's just me yapping. That's it. Like, that's all. I might, like, make just the fucking, like, 2-3 hour video just of the yapping. Like, I feel like that could be an entire video on its own. Just going through, like, not even going through, just Everhood, but going through, like, I could do that as maybe, like, a big special I do for 100 followers on YouTube or something, just, like, going through a bunch of videos and just including all of the yapping. Like, of random-ass topics. Or, like, make a montage of funny moments. There are a lot of things, if I had infinite time, I would do. And infinite motivation, obviously, because, like, there's some days where I have, like, unlimited time, or, like, some stretches where I've just got, like, day after day after day. And then, the weirdest thing is, I never have motivation during those times. I hate me. I hate my brain. My brain hates productivity. It really does. Because every time I'm just like, I would really love to do this specific creative thing. Like, that would be really cool. I have motivation to do that. I have to use that energy on something else. Maybe not even my brain. The world hates me. I think is more accurate. My life. Oh no. Oh no, bro. I can't do the shit that I want to do. And then by the time I finally get around to it, I'm just like, all I want to do is lay down and sleep. And watch Breaking Bad. Play Persona 4. And just sleep some more. Like, that's my whole, like, that's my body and my brain once I finally get to those chill points where I don't have to actually do anything. Or, I have something scheduled where I have to go, like, do something, which is fun. Like, I like doing that sometimes. Like, archery, for example. Like, I've had a few nights where I'm just like, yeah, I've got motivation to do this. I want to do that. Let's do it. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. I have to leave for archery. Whoops. Wrong night to have motivation, I suppose. Why am I so bad? Or, oh, you're gonna go do this tonight. Oh, okay, I am? Like, for example, going to my aunt's. It's like, oh, I like seeing my aunt, but why? Why are we gonna do this now? It's like, what is the meaning of this? At this point, I think I might genuinely do this off stream. If I don't make it the next, like, 20 minutes, I'm gonna just, like, call it and be done with doing this on stream. And it's just gonna be its own whole thing. I still recommend this game, despite the hell that it's put me through. How did I get what? I'm just confused. How did I get 2 there? Did I accidentally dodge one of them instead of grabbing it? Is that what happened? I was just dumbfounded and like trying to process what just happened, and it got me killed. It's like, huh? What the heck? Huh? Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean I'm dead? One of the good parts about recording this off stream is I wouldn't have to talk constantly, and I'd be able to just sit there. Maybe even like take the headphones off, like just listen to other music. I just start vibing to Persona music mid-thing. Fucking Persona 3, just flirting with you. Look into my eyes. I still haven't played Persona 3, but some of the songs from Reload are just great from what I've heard. I think those are copyrighted. I would play some of them right now, but, you know, I don't think I can without getting that blocked. Would be really cool, though. I would have already switched, and we'd be listening to the Persona soundtrack right now. But I don't think I could do that. I remember this one YouTuber, Despug. I've talked about him before, but he used to have a song from Persona 5. I've actually started listening to it a lot recently. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. I'll put it on screen. God damn it. Why? Just why? But eventually they started, like, taking monetization, and they stopped. Like, he had it in the intro, well, the outro of his videos for a long while. Like, it wasn't even like the one with the lyrics, it was the instrumental version. Yet eventually they like, the copyright was just like, no, stealing your monetization, you can't appeal that. And so he had to like change it to another song, which the song that he has now is good. And he actually has kind of abandoned Despug as a whole. well, not abandoned it, but like is moving on to bigger things. He's now doing Spinkia. But yeah, that was my introduction to Persona. That song there. It's actually from Persona 5. It's the like remake of Persona 5 though. So I have Persona 4 Royal or Golden, one of the two. Whatever it's called. The Persona 4 like newest version of it. I have that since Kitsune gifted it to me. And I've been playing the shit out of it. I was talking about one of the bosses earlier. And whenever I wasn't playing the shit out of it, like whenever I've not had the time, I have also just been binging the music as a whole. Not like any specific song, it's just been like... well, it's been like a handful of different songs, and then like a weird mix of some of the songs from Persona 3 Reload and Persona 5. It's a weird mix of songs. And then also there's a song from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on there. I'll talk about it now. God damn it. But like the... Standing here, I realize you were just like me, trying to make history. That song? I've got that on there as well. I've just like put them out all at the top of my liked songs. That way, whenever I'm like in that mood, I can just play. And I'm dumb. I should have just made a fucking playlist for it. Whatever. They're still all at the top of my liked songs, and whenever like I finished it, it just plays on to some other really good songs. Actually, you know what? While we're here, I'll look at the names of the songs. We can see here. Oh yeah, I was listening to a lot of Pierce the Veil today. Really good. Beneath the Mask. That's I actually like the rain version of it better, which I'm assuming plays in the game whenever it's raining because it says dash rain dash. Yeah. The last surprise I feel like y'all have probably heard, just because it's so popular with Persona 5. But then Beneath the Mask, like I was saying, the instrumental version was the one that Despug used. Very good. It's beautiful. Like, and then the lyrics are also, they just work amazingly with it. I don't get it. I don't get why the Persona music is so fucking good. And then the actual gameplay itself, like, you'd think with a game like that, they've got to prioritize something, right? Like, the gameplay, if they're gonna have such good music, the gameplay is gonna be like, it's gonna be decent, but it's not gonna be as good. The gameplay is amazing. At least from what I've seen in Persona 4. If you're not into RPG games, it's not gonna be your cup of tea. But even if you're not into RPG games, you can just put it on a lower difficulty and just enjoy the story. Or listen to the music, and I think they've got like different crap, like, and I think they've like animated it, like made it into an anime at this point. Or at least, like, for some of the Persona games they have, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. So, even if that's not your style, you can still listen to the music and enjoy the story from somewhere else. Or if they haven't done that, you can still... Did I grab an orange? That was good. You can still watch somebody else play the game instead. It's really chill game. I'm loving it. And then the story, as I was saying, is great. And the characters just, like, instantly... not instantly. Sort of instantly. You get, like, attached to him and you're just like, man, this dude's cool. Like, Yosuke, the first character, like, you really meet in the game, and, like, you hang out with, he is such an idiot. Like, the first few times you see him, he's just, like, getting himself hurt. And And then Chie, I think, is... Like, Chie is one of the other few people I have. Like, I know there's going to be a lot of other characters down the line unlocked. Because they show, like, half of them in the intro sequence. The intro sequence is also trippy as fuck. It's cool. I was so confused opening the game for the first time. I was like, what? It's beautiful. Anyways, but what I was saying. Chie, pretty cool. I don't really know how to describe her. I don't remember how we met her. She was just kind of there. She existed. You don't need to worry about it. You'll figure it out whenever you play that game for yourself, if you play that game for yourself by me talking about it. Like, even though I've barely scratched the surface of the content this game has to offer, I'm already, like, wanting to just share it with other people, just like, you should play this. It's the same kind of gameplay, if you guys are expecting it to be like, so you guys know what I mean by RPG. It's a turn-based RPG. It's similar to, like, the original Final Fantasy VII game. Well, not just Final Fantasy VII. I've played Final Fantasy VII, so that was immediately came to mind. But just the original Final Fantasies, and, like, not the more recent ones where it's, like, open-worldy. But it's great. I'm sure Kitsune is probably just like, let's fucking go, hearing me say that. Or just like seeing me get into Persona is just like, fuck go, I did something. Because he is a giant Persona fan. As he was with Everhood. Like, the games that I've been playing recently are both games that he is a huge fan of. I've got to gift him a game at some point, but like he keeps refusing me trying to gift him shit, so I don't know what to do about that. And yet he's always just like, you need to pay me at the same time, so it's confusing. It's contradictory. Once Everhood 2 comes out, I'm probably going to get that for him if I can. What the fuck was that game? Alright, I'm gonna make this the last attempt, and then we're gonna call it if I don't get it. Unless it's super short. I feel like I can do it, I just need to, you know, and my skills to actually work. Okay, that I'm not counting that as the last one because that one was short. If it doesn't make it past that first, or let's say it doesn't make it past the second phase, I'm not going to count it as the last one. I'm so fucking, like, just done with this fight. Like, I'm tempted to just lower the difficulty just to finish it. I really am. But we've come this far. I've not come this far to die now. Like, Left 4 Dead 2 shit. Or, I mean, I guess I have come this far to die now. I've not come this far to give up now. Okay. We made it past that. Dude, what? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're done. Wow. Okay. Yep. Wow. Like the edge. Like that was like a few frames away. Like the edge of the hitbox, a few frames away. That was Jesus. Wow. Okay, whatever. We're done for the night. Thank you guys so much for doing the stream. Any of you guys who have been here, thank you guys for listening to my yap session. that's all the stream's been. I'm not streaming this game anymore until I make progress or until I get to like a different ending. I might honestly next time I play this game just say fuck it with Catgod and just instead leave that for off stream, man. And just do Corridor. Cause it's so much more fun, right? The ending where you walk down a hallway for 4 hours. Yeah, it's so much fun, right? Yeah, you guys are looking forward to that stream. I'm sure you guys are. We're looking forward to that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining the stream, and I'll see you guys on Saturday, hopefully. Bye.